Aquarius. Aquarius. Your energy is like super exciting right now. I know a few Aquariuses, and all of them are doing really interesting things right now. Traveling the world, being influential, making impacts on people. It's rather, yes, look, here's new life just hopping out of the deck, wanting to be seen. Yeah, I don't think you're celebrating anything that you don't enjoy. This is new life, celebration in the reverse, and denial in reverse, all in a row. Okay, we could do it this way. So, whatever kind of um, excitements have piqued your interest lately, those excitements, you're not going to celebrate denying them. You're going to celebrate accepting them, enjoying them, living them. I feel like you're very vivacious right now. There's something very alive about your energy. I know that's like very cliche. Yeah, but this is like appreciation, right? And it's at its best. It's at the your new life is something that you really are appreciating right now. You're super enjoying whatever it is that you're interacting with. I feel like you're also um, kind of not really quiet about it, but it's like a quiet victory. There's something about, yeah, look, an invention is here. It's almost like you created something without saying a word. Okay, it's coming out on top without having appear to have been stressed in the first place. Look, there's victory. Okay. It's the invention of victory. It's the victory of invention. It is the Gutenberg press. I don't know if any of y'all know any German, but if you know how to say good day, you say Guten Tag. Right. So Guten is actually good. Very good. So like the Gutenberg press is just honestly, it's a little bit upworthy when you think about the mechanical revolution. Right, here's leadership. That is the way that medieval times climbed out of, I don't know, like publishing presses, like having to deliver papers by scribe, letters by hand. Yeah, it's the grace. It's the grace that was shown in leadership. It's being able for everybody to have a newspaper in the morning when they wake up rather than one person at a time receiving the news and then having to carry the news by mouth, by hand, by horse. Excuse me, ma'am. Thank you for your input, but we didn't need that part. Mm. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. It's like the arrival of something that was not previously as mobile. Like it didn't have legs, or maybe it did in this case. Um, Rather than a horse and carriage or a horseback rider having to ride through the town crier, the soapbox screamer, however you want to put it. The truth can now be spread via words written on a piece of paper. And I feel like that's the quietness I was feeling. It's almost the quietness of reading a book to yourself. You're very much thinking. There's a lot of depth. There's a whole bunch of understanding, translational kind of comprehensional skills going on all at the same time, but it isn't something that's announced unless you're reading out loud to a group of people, right? And in some cases, that's probably just thinking like Bridgerton kind of. That is the case to some degree, but that also opened up the possibilities. Excuse me, ma'am. I get that you really want to help me with this message. Thank you. Do you want to choose one? No. Ophelia. Ophelia, ma'am. She is not going to help me with this reading. But I'll pull one for her. Invention. So she's demonstrating herself as the invention. We'll just use her as the example. yes, look, partnerships and love fell out when I said that. And then rest is here, the top of the deck. It's understanding how to work with the information rather than against the information. It's understanding that communication is essentially the transfer of thought process and understanding between, amongst, betwixt. I think that's how they said it. I don't know. Anyway, you get the general ups and downs, I think. We're going to take this truth and use it for mapping out the rest of this reading. Tell me what else the Aquarius needs to know. Something about what you're doing has to do with pushing revolution. Yeah, it's like you're pushing the boundaries of something. You've crossed the threshold of a brand new, it's like a breakthrough, or like this is a ghost land. So it's almost as whatever you're working on could be as cryptic, I want to say, as finding a time-space continuum portal or something, or finding out what's in the hole in Antarctica. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. You could be dealing with a Gemini. You could be like going, I don't know why, but I'm seeing people going through a mirror. There's something about mirrors or the mirroring of something. Yeah, look, this is mountain in reverse. It's almost like wormhole. This is giving wormhole energy. Like, yeah, look at the metamorphosis is here. This is a change. So these ghost lands that are slow and steady, there's not like a huge bunch more to get over, I guess you could say. Whatever it is that you've been working on, you've done it. It's happened. Now things are changing. Now things are bouncing off the mirror or going through the mirror or doing something revolutionary that is truthfully remarkable in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what this is going to look like for you. You'll know what the truth is of your own self. This is number 21. There's somebody holding a candle on the inside of themselves in a weird way. You can see their aura. Their aura is shining rather brightly. And I feel like those are ancestors standing behind. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's something about mirroring. Mirroring. That I'm okay. Somebody found like there's some type of like a sacred opening, and I'm gonna just leave it there because it could be so many different things. This could be any orifices on a human body. This could be a cave. This could be, like I said, something like a actual portal between worlds, a wormhole between time space continuum. It could be such a plethora of things. Okay, this could be as simple as like a groundhog. This could be like someone's dog that keeps digging out of the backyard somehow, and you're like, how the heck is this dog committed to getting out of the backyard, right? It could be so many different things. I just want to say that there's some type of mirroring going on, though. It's a reflection. You could be thinking deeply about something that happened in the past or that you want to happen in the future. Could be literally getting married, literally coming from ghosts of your past, kind of Scrooge energy coming through, like humbug. Um, okay, so there's this king energy that really wants to be on the table. I feel like it wants to be sideways. It was kind of coming out like in the reverse before. This is slow and steady because a king is more like determined and aggressive. Okay, this is more of a in between. This doesn't have a gender assigned to it. This doesn't have a specific time frame, because if it's working with wormholes, it's like time and space don't really exist. Does that make sense? So that's the part that needs to be understood. Slow and steady more so means consistently, so, or consecutive. Okay, because even if you were to accordion consecutive, it still looks the same. It's still a solid line, right? Um, if you were to accordion, you understand what I'm trying to say. This has something to do, like, yes, it could be king energy, or it could even be like a fire sign energy, but it also has to do with like the energy along the timeline of their, like, you see the scepter. I want to say it's like timeline from the time they're born to the time that they're death, right? It has to do with that, and it's almost going backwards, or going truthfully, it's like in your own time and space. It's in your own experience. It's not in anyone else's, is what I'm trying to say. So that's why I'm saying you'll know how this applies. There you go. In order to navigate around any hardships, crashing into mountains, having to, get through thunder and lightning and getting struck by all that, and then having to muster the courage to, like, bibbity bobbity boo your way out. I think this is more of a understanding that whatever it is that you've done here, I don't know why this is on the table like that. It just is. It's all by itself. But this is the button. I feel like that's it, like the panic button. It's almost like you have a panic button, so you're not panicking. It's like that. Like if you didn't have a panic button, you might panic.